Hi everyone, it's me Sangi and welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are new here, then my name is Sangi and I'm from Sikkim, one of the 8 northeastern states of India and also the second smallest state in the country. So as you guys read the title of this video, today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the similarities between South Korea and my state, that is Sikkim. The reason why I didn't do the similarity between India and Korea is that as we already know that India is a very big and diverse country, and since I'm from Sikkim, I feel like I know much more about my own state compared to the other states of India. And yeah, that's why I just thought of doing like the similarities between Sikkimese culture and South Korean culture. And also guys, today I'm using my new mic to record this video. I tested this mic earlier, but I haven't used like a full video, just recording with this mic. But yeah, I think this is like the battery, and there's a long wire out here. And I've attached this mic out here on my shirt. If you guys have been on my channel for a long time, then you know how big fan I am of Korean dramas and K-pop songs. Okay, and I feel that for the last one decade, for the past decade of my life, I feel that Korean dramas, K-pop songs, like Korean culture in general has made a big impact on my life. Even though like I haven't been to South Korea personally, hopefully in future I'll get to, right? Like that's the plan. Okay, manifesting it now. Without wasting much of our time, let's get started with this video. So guys, I even made like a list out here and I jotted it down in my notepad in case I don't forget. Okay, so the first thing that I found similar between the two cultures of Sikkim and South Korea is the Asian zodiac. So internationally, since I was born in the month of August, the late August, I am a Virgo. So my zodiac sign is Virgo, right? But since I'm an Asian and I'm a Sikkimese, in our culture, we follow this kind of like an animal zodiac. Okay, animal zodiac. So the majority of the people who follow this this Asian zodiac, they are mostly like Buddhists, where we kind of have these animals. So there's like a total of 12 animals in this Asian zodiac, which begins from rat, then ox, which is actually my zodiac. Okay, so we have rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. So when the last animal, which is the pig, ends, then again another cycle begins with starting with the same animal, that is rat. So every 12 years, this cycle keeps on repeating. And then I was so fascinated to know that even South Korea follows this tradition. And for example, BTS ka Jungkook was also born in the year 1997, and so he's also a fire ox. And then we have Kim Namjoon, who was born in the year 1994, so his zodiac is a dog. Okay, so like that, even South Korea also, they follow this Asian zodiac. Moving on to the second similarities which I found between these two cultures is the similar types of alcohols. So firstly, in South Korea, they have this rice wine, which means that wine which is made out of rice, which is called as makgeolli. Now, I have personally not tried makgeolli, okay, because I'm not sure if we get here in Sikkim or not. The preparation of the makgeolli and the drink itself is very similar to what we have here in Sikkim, which is the rice wine of Sikkim. And it's called the rice wine here in Sikkim, it's called by different names, by different communities of people. For example, in Nepali, we call it like bhatijar, bhatijar. And then in Buchia, I think we call it like to chang. To means like rice and chang means like wine or alcohol. And not just makgeolli, but there is another famous drink of South Korea, which is soju. I have again personally not tasted soju, but from like what I've heard from few of my friends and other people who have tried soju before, they told me that it tastes similar to like the local Raksi or the local Ara, we call it in Bhutia, we call it Raksi in Nepali. In general, it just gives you the perspective that the drinking culture is similar. Even the kind of drinks that, these two cultures, they drink or they prepare is very, very similar. So yeah, guys, now moving on to the third similarities which I found between Sikkimese culture and South Korean culture is the way we addressing people. Okay, for example, South Korea ma, people call their father a respective form. People call their father as abhoji, right? Yeah, abhoji. And then, in a formal, in a casual way, they call their father as appa, appa, appa. Okay. And here in Sikkim also, there is actually like a respect ko form. The way we call our father is actually quite different, but in general, all of us Sikkimese people, most of us, we call our dads or we call our father as appa. And now moving on, the second way of addressing people. So for example, if you guys have if you guys watch drama and stuff, even if you don't watch drama, you surely have a friend, a sister, someone in your circle, like who watches Korean dramas, right? And you have definitely heard about this word called oppa, OPPA, oppa. Okay, so basically in South Korean culture, the girls, they call their elder brothers as oppa. Okay, not just the blood brothers, but it could be like the cousin brothers or any known person in general, like any elderly male, okay, who is not like that old. If he's like too old, then they become like ajashi. Okay, but if it's like at a certain limited amount of age go old, then that person is like your oppa. But this particular term oppa, the girls, they use it not just to call their brothers or someone elderly male, but they even use it to call their boyfriends or husbands as oppa. Similarly, here in Sikkim, we have this term called agya, agya, agya. So agya is a term that we use to call our elder brother. So for example, I have an elder brother, right? So he is my agya. And not just him, but my cousin brothers, anybody who is older than me in my neighborhood or person I know in general, they become agya. Okay, but the term agya can even be used to call, like, say, possibly when I have a boyfriend or possibly when I get married in future, I will call my husband or my boyfriend as agya. For example, my mom does not call my dad by his name. Instead, she calls him agya. And not just my mom, but in a lot of married couples and a lot of like couples who are dating, the girlfriends or the wives, they generally refer to their husbands or their boyfriends as agya. And the last, type of similarities that I found regarding the addressing people in both these cultures is how, like, our parents are called by the eldest son or daughter's name. For example, my brother's name is Zigmi, right? So when people call my mom or dad, they don't call them like by their name or something. They refer to my mom as Jigmi Ama or Jigmi Appa. And even in South Korea, the parents in South Korea, they are called by their eldest son or daughter's name. For example, my bias from BTS, Kim Namjoon, is the eldest son of his family. Okay, so generally his parents would be called as Namjoon Appa, Namjoon Omma. So yeah, I guess I don't have to explain much. And this was a kind of like a cultural similarity regarding addressing people that I found between these two cultures. So guys, now it's time for the last or the fourth similarities between Sikkimese culture and South Korean culture, and that is the festivals that we celebrate in these two different cultures. So in South Korea, they celebrate this festival called Chuseok. So basically, Chuseok, it means like autumn evening, and it's kind of like a harvest festival. Now, similarly, here in Sikkim too, we have this festival celebrated by the Bhutia and Lepcha communities of Sikkim, which is Losung and Namsung. Okay, so the Bhutia people, they call it as Losung, and the Lepcha people call it as Namsung. You know, in a way, like the Chuseok and the Losung Namsung festival here in Sikkim is very similar. So guys, those were all the similarities that I could find between these two cultures. I had so much fun, researching and even like, doing this video. And I really hope that you guys will also enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Lastly, to all my viewers who are watching this video, if you are also a Korean drama fan, and especially if you are from Sikkim, and if you feel that I missed out on something, then please, like let me know it in the comment section. And not just, my viewers from Sikkim, but my viewers from anywhere. I'm probably sure most of my viewers are from India only. So yes, if you are from any parts of India and if you watch Korean dramas or yeah, anything, if you find certain similarities, not just with Korean culture, but also with some of the cultural things that I mentioned about Sikkim as a whole, if you find certain things similar with Sikkim also, then you can let me know in the comment section. I would love to read them. Now, with that being said, I guess I will bid you guys goodbye for now. Take care of your health, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Annyeong!